guys, so thanks for tuning in. I know my YouTube game has not been very strong lately, so I decided to kick it off with a good Q&A. I know a lot of you guys have been following me for a while, and I just want to give you all a little bit more information on who I am and what I do and all of that good stuff. So first and foremost, I live in Dallas, Texas. I'm a true Texas girl at heart. I've always lived in Texas. I grew up in a small town. Well, it's not really that small. Texarkana, Texas. And then I moved to Dallas in 2007 and went to the University of North Texas. And so I graduated with a fashion merchandising degree. And come here. Oh, come here. Oh, yeah. Let me see you. Oh, you're so heavy. He's heavy. He's a little porker. He literally is a pig. Okay, close your legs. Say hi to the camera. Say hi. So this is Bruiser Man. This is my little boy. Come over here. And then this is my cat. This is Vogue. Oh, she's so sweet. I love her so much. Appreciate it. So one of the questions I got asked several times was what started my fitness career. So the thing that started my fitness career was honestly, I've always been an athlete my entire life. I ran track and I was a cheerleader all through high school, and I still ate healthy and was very active throughout college. But towards the end, you all know, we start drinking more and just eating more. My metabolism caught up with me, so I gained a little bit of weight. And then when I met Justin, I never trained hard with weights, and he was a personal trainer. And so he was trying to convince me to start lifting weights, and I was so scared because I just didn't want to get manly or bulky. And so I started working out with him, and I kind of fell in love with it. It was a new kind of way of training for me, and it motivated me, and I loved how I started seeing my body change, because prior to that, I was a runner. I would run like 3 miles a day. And we all know if you're a long distance runner, you're really not going to build a ton of muscle, and that's what I was missing. So once I started training a little, this was 4 years ago, by the way, he encouraged me to compete in an NPC Bikini Fitness competition. And I knew nothing about it. I knew nothing about training or bikini fitness or the NPC world, nothing. And I got started, and I fell in love with the fitness industry and everything about it, because I really learned who I was when it came to fitness, and you really learn how your body works. So when it came to dieting and training and things that changed my body, I learned through prepping for NPC. And I competed a few times, guys. I qualified nationally. My very first show, I qualified for nationals. So I did really well, but after probably my 5th or 6th show, I realized competing wasn't for me, just because personally, it wasn't my vision for myself. I didn't see myself on the Olympia stage, and I just didn't see bikini fitness being a route that I was going to take. But luckily, I got started in that, because then it brought me to being a fitness model, which is what I really loved, because who was your role model growing up? And that would have to be my mom. She is definitely someone, and a role model in a different way. Just, my mom wasn't the best person in the world. She didn't make all the right decisions. But honestly, I learned from her mistakes of what I didn't want in life, and it definitely pushed me to become better and become more. And even though she made a lot of mistakes, she still worked her butt off. Number one, never quit working. And two, she was always so positive, and she knew that no matter what situation she was going to be in, it could always get better. And so honestly, I grew up very poor, and we didn't have a lot, so it really pushed me to become more. And so as soon as I went to college, and I've tried to pursue something and become something in myself and have an entrepreneurial mindset, and all of that is because of seeing the lifestyle that I didn't want growing up. And so thank goodness, we all learn from, our adversity in our lives. And so that kind of helped me get to where I am. What point in your life did fitness become so important, and when did you realize your potential? Well, I guess when I met Justin, that was kind of like when it really hit the mark for me, when I started competing, and that's when I had pretty much just started my Instagram page. And it's nice that you can maybe post a progress picture or your results. In return, you inspire people. And so that motivated me to work even harder, because I started getting attention from all over, from people saying, wow, you motivate me, or you inspire. Do I plan on pursuing fitness modeling exclusively, or do I wish to branch out to something different? I'm gonna be honest with you guys, fitness modeling, it's amazing. I enjoy it, I have so much fun, it's been a great experience, but I don't consider myself just a fitness model. For me, really it's a hobby, because I enjoy shooting, I think it's fun, I get to show my progress and all the things that I've done and created with my body, but I'm not just that. So my whole focus is how can I become more in terms of my brand and my image, and I really want to help people. That's my goal, and I've been doing this now for the past 4 years that I've been in this fitness lifestyle. That's what I do, but I want to do that even more. And so I am a personal trainer, and I do online training, face-to-face training, and I help with nutritional support. So that's my main focus, and my goal is to build that more and focus on helping people more. Okay, I got this question a lot. What is my workout schedule like? What muscle groups do I train? And then she also asked, do I drink alcohol? So, okay, workout schedule, I train every day, and more for sanity, just because I enjoy training, I enjoy working out, and if I go a day without it, I just feel off. I feel like my energy's off, and like I said before, it is my life, it's my lifestyle, it's my job, is to work out. So every single morning, I wake up and I'm at the gym around 9:30ish, and I'm usually in the gym an hour and a half tops. And so I always mix it up. Never is one week the same. So last week I trained strictly weight training. So like on a Monday I would do back and bis. Tuesday, chest and tris. Wednesday, glutes, of course, for hump day. Thursday would be more like HIIT training, full body style. And then Friday would be more abs and cardio. And then Saturday, probably shoulders. How do I forget shoulders? And then Sunday is more stretching, and then I just throw in some random exercises, just whatever I'm feeling like, whatever's not super sore. And I don't train super hard on Sundays. It's usually and some days I even take Sundays off. So I guess I just listen to my body and know what's working best for me at the moment. Like this week, I'm doing exercise group classes, because sometimes I just need to be motivated. Just don't ask how tall I am. I am 5'7". I wish I was 5'9", but I'm not. Someone asked how my cardio routine is. So in terms of cardio, I don't do a ton of cardio because I do a lot of HIIT training, and I add a lot of plyometrics into my workouts. So that's what I consider cardio, and plus it saves you time, because you don't want to train for an hour and then do 30 minutes of cardio, which sometimes I do, don't get me wrong, but a lot of times I try to keep my heart rate up throughout my workout, and I'm drenched in an hour, and then so that way I feel like I don't really need to do the cardio. But if I'm trying to trim down and lose an extra few pounds, I will include fasted cardio in the morning for 20 minutes, and then I will include an extra 20 minutes of HIIT cardio, maybe 3 or 4 times a week. So that would be something like interval sprints. There's some stairs by my house, and I love to sprint those up and down, which really kicks your butt. And so that's a great cardio routine. And typically, if I am on a machine, it's always intervals, because I think it's the best way to get your heart rate up and down, and then it's the most effective way, I believe. I never do straight 20-minute jog or anything like that because I don't feel like it's as effective on me personally. And so yeah, I never do more than 20 minutes total a day if I were to do it. So that's my cardio. Would I pursue acting? And yes and no. I've never viewed myself as an actor because it's hard for me to become something else, I guess. It would be hard for me to act because I feel super awkward. Like even filming this video for you guys, I feel really awkward. Just being on camera, I don't think is my thing. But if the opportunity came up, I wouldn't turn it down. All right. Do I want to compete again? And what is different from my competition diet to now my maintenance diet? No, I will never compete again. Personally, I think the industry is not good, and I don't see like it would do anything for me personally. I've had a lot of girlfriends that have had some negative issues, like mental and emotional issues because of competing, and it does a lot of hard things for your body if you're not strong enough and you go into that. You know, I even had a little bit of that from competing, like body issues, because you see yourself at such a high, and then it's not realistic to live like that year round, and when you gain a little bit of water weight, you think you're fat again. You know, so like for me, it's just not my thing, and now I do this year round, and it's a lifestyle, and I know how to maintain and have balance, and I can go out and have a pizza and not feel guilty about it. But if you were competing, it messes with your mind, because I still have really close friends today that compete, and the same thing, they feel guilty if they have, you know, a piece of cake. And I'm like, okay, you're like totally shredded. You should not feel guilty right now. But they do. And so I don't want to live like that. I don't think it's healthy. And if you follow my Snapchat, you know I am like the biggest foodie there is. I eat a ton, but don't get me wrong, like throughout the week, I eat healthy. And then when the weekend comes, or maybe it's during the week, if I have a day where I really crave something and I want it, I have it. Because that's life, guys. You just got to find the balance. What is my overall nutritional focus, and do I track macros? So I don't specifically track macros. I have in the past to learn it so that I can teach it to my clients, but for me, I don't enjoy it. I'm one of those people, I don't want to stress over food, and if I track my macros, I stress over food, and I don't think that's healthy. And so for me, I just eat a balanced diet. Through competing and being in this lifestyle for 4 years now, I know what works for my body. I know that I can maintain a higher carb, lower fat diet. And so that's typically what I do. So throughout the day, pretty much with every meal except dinner, I have carbs. And I just try to eat a really balanced diet. So, and I eat a lot. I don't eat super low calorie. I don't know how many calories I eat a day, but I just know that I eat when I'm hungry, and I'm hungry all the time, which is good because, and you know, you've just got to find what works for you and find what cravings you have and then fit them into your diet. But I also highly suggest to you guys is play around with it. Like I've played around with the, you know, high fat diet. I've played around with counting my macros, and I've tested it all out, and I've seen how my body reacts. And for me, a higher carb, higher protein diet works well for me. Thanks for watching, guys. I appreciate everyone that asked questions, and I appreciate everyone who's following my journey. And like I said, my goal is to really be more helpful to you guys. And so whatever information I can give, whatever questions you have, just let me know. I know I got a lot of questions about my beauty routine. So my next YouTube video is going to be on my skincare. And maybe the next video after that, I will do a favorites video. So I'll talk about like my favorite hair care products, favorite makeup, things like that. So if you're interested, stay tuned, subscribe to my channel, and then it will all be on here soon. Okay? Thanks, guys. Bye.